against Sebastian Lux, so there will be a first duel. Michael Uhlar will be first, Sebastian Lux will be second. After that, Jan van Kersbulk and Lukáš Záhorský will be the last duel in the jet surf electric category, and after that we will move to the juniors category.
Marco ve Stark geliyor size doğru.
Of the UIM MotoSurf World Championships. We are in the southwest of Sweden, a popular vacation area for a lot of Swedes and people around Europe. There are 5,000 permanent residents, although over the summer the Bastad is also known for tennis and hosts the Swedish Open, which is part of the ATP World Tour, which draws over 20,000 spectators. And they also have the biggest tennis complex in Sweden with the most courts. Right down the road we have a nice little spa. I see a lot of people visiting it. They're coming out with their robes on, obviously just got their Swedish massages. And it's a great day out here. The weather is beautiful. It's nice and sunny. Temperatures are perfect for us to go moto surfing. This is the first venue that we've visited again or been to twice, so obviously everybody's loving Bastad, Sweden. Here we go with our first moto of the day, the electric. This might be just be open or qualifying practice. So we're just laying down some times to see exactly what the starting order is going. The electric challenge, we have two different classes. Push, Michael Uhlar, Sebastian Lux, Jeno Vandersplik, and Lukáš Záhorský. So I think that's two different for the electric division. Now, once again, this is going to come down to skill and endurance. I mean, you can go fast, but if you can't go fast the entire time, that's definitely going to be a detriment. So keep the pace up. I'm not sure who we got out there at the moment. Like I said, it's divided into three classes. We have Fabian is our German rider. He seems to be in a class by himself. Michael Uhlar and Sebastian Lux are Czech Republic. Sebastian Lux is from Germany. Then in the other division, we have Jano Lucas Zahorski also from the Czech Republic, number 1. There you go. Luca's out there, shredding the gnar. Like I said, this is round number 3, so everybody's out here fighting for points for the championship and trying to bring home the big bucks at the end of the season. Looks like we're switching up classes now. Probably going to send out Jano and Lucas right now.
Jano Vankersville from Belgium will run first. Lukáš Záhorský from Czech Republic will be the second.
All right, so here we go. Everybody's getting their qualifying times, figuring out it's not going to be quite as detrimental in the electric challenge because there are not as many people. So normally they will have up to 2 rows if there's a lot of competitors. So I would say with 2 guys in each class, they're still going to be on the front row. Right there, making some little adjustments to his to his board, getting his feet all locked in there good, nice and tight, so he can control it. Like I said, this is just he's getting out there to set up for his first lap. I think the course marshal might be out there. There you go. We have 3 people in this class, different than my sheet here. Sebastian Lux, Michael Ular, and Fabian Kusch. There you go. He's waiting for some instruction from the race director here. He's like, hey, change this over here. There we go. He's getting in there. There we go. Nice. Look at the course layout. Now we also have long laps as well. So depending on the class, you will have to do the long laps 1 to 2 times in your moto. I know the masters and elites have to do 2 long laps. So right now, Jano looking good, staying nice and smooth, rounding his corners out, staying on the gas. Now we also have a split here, so now he could go left or right. He's going right this time. This way we just spread the riders out a little bit. Everybody's not on top of each other. You can also, if you're head-to-head with somebody, maybe you can try to take the other split and then not really deal with them in the corners. Just worry about, you know, taking smooth lines and keeping your momentum up. Lines. Oh, we got 4 people out there now.
And after that we will continue with duels.
Once again, this is timed qualifying practice. So basically, everybody's going to go out, lay down some fast laps, and then see what the starting position ends up being. But once again, they're not going to have 2 rows in this race, so that's good. At least if you don't put in your best qualifying time, you're at least not going to be on the second row. So that's a little bit. Hopefully that only happens in their practice run. They get the crashes out of the way and are ready to go. There you go, putting some nice aggressive turns out there. He missed a buoy right there. So that might be a fast lap, but it's probably won't count. missing a buoy there.
Sebastian Lux from Germany. On the third position,
There you go, thumbs up.
from Belgium.
I would have to imagine endurance of the feet slash calves is going to come into play here. There's a lot of articulation, and they are kind of long motos. You're doing up to 10 laps depending on which class you're in. And I know from snowboarding, my feet and legs get tired. So it has to be the same. They're putting a lot of pressure on their feet and calves trying to control that board. Lots of really minute adjustments with your feet, just trying to stay on the edge. Like this man right here in front of me, just shredding some circles. Just for the heck of it. He's just out here doing loops for himself. All right. Qualifying practice. In the juniors, we have Natalie Olarova from the Czech Republic. We have Maximilian Hurska, also from the Czech. Oliver Wolf from Czech Republic. A lot of Czechs in this one. Isabella Krajeskova. And Ryder Soanagua from the United States. Leo Lichel Kratchaville from Austria. Rosalia Janora from Poland. Mikolas Kosteleski from Czech. Laura Markova, also from Czech. Barbara Kalarova. All right, here we go. Lining up for his first lap. Let's see how his turns are. Staying nice and smooth. Smooth turns, keeping his momentum up. Now again, these guys got to do a long lap as well. The long lap, so hopefully everybody remembers where it is, and just to do it in general. I know some people have missed. Cost them. So we're waiting for all the other juniors to get out here. Right now, this little guy's going to get some extra practice in. I say good on him. Get all the time you can. He's young, so his legs aren't going to get tired. There you go. I think just a miscalculation on his turn. His legs didn't get tired. He's a little guy. He's good to go. These guys don't get tired. I would think that a lot of the thing with racing these is once you fall, being able to get back on as quick as possible so you lose the minimum amount of time. You know, spending a lot of time in the water is definitely going to hurt your lap times there. So he did some adjustments with his bindings. I don't know if maybe they were a tiny bit too loose or if maybe he had to loosen them up so he could get his feet back in. But there you go, recovered mid-water. He's an old pro at this. He's just practicing getting up out of the water. That's all he's doing. See, right now he's grabbing the board, flip. You want to make sure you don't get any water inside the board because your engine is actually in there, so definitely trying not to flood the motor out with that. There is, cables, but then they do have like a tether to the board, so they can pull on their control handle there a little bit. I'm sure that helps them with, steering, maybe going into wakes. You can kind of get the front of your board up so you don't like nose into it. And I know I've been watching some of the people in practice. Seems like they might give it a little bit of a yank in the turns to help them you know, initiate the turn a little bit. There we go. Keep it up. Lay your laps down. Getting used to the water. I don't know how the water is, but the temperature outside is 83 degrees, nice and sunny. Slight breeze, which is nice for us hanging out here watching. A little bit of reprieve from the sun. I know right down the shore here, there's tons of people sunbathing, hanging out, celebrating the summer. Right now, this little guy's got a totally solo free practice here. Oh no. Front of the board dove in there. There's not much you can do once that happens. Here we go. Got the board flipped down.
Sometimes it's too hot and you just want to swim.
I would just, if I was racing these, I would just do drills of falling off the board and getting back onto it as fast as possible. Just in case this happens in a race, you know, then at least you can salvage a good position. There we go. You got it. Right now we're getting the shot from our drone. I think I lied. I think he is getting a little bit tired. I would imagine fighting out of the water is the tiring part. Probably riding the board not as tiring. Hovering dangerously close to the waters. But no issues with the drone. Oh no. The there we go. Somebody else is joining. Just came in for the late practice. Right now we got Natalie Ularova from the Czech Republic. Just joined us out. Well, oh, you know what? This one sounds like a gas motor. Our first rider, I believe he was on an electric because I did not hear any noise. All right, laying down the fast laps here. I like to look for the corners to be nice and smooth. Just the aggression in their body positioning when they're cornering. They look very in control. Look at how they're leaning forward and then really take control of those corners. Great style. Yeah, there you go. Pulling on that leash a little bit. Help initiate the turn. That was a good save. Oh, this looks like a good lap here. There you go. That's lap number 1. Going back. If they where you want to take obviously both lines, that way you can be acclimated to either one in case you need to take it in the race. Okay. We are in a bay here, so there's not really any big ships or anything going by, so that's good. Look at this little one. It's got it dialed. No issues at all. Nope, took the same line. There, left side split. Whoa. There you go. Just got a little loose coming out of that turn. A little bit of a drop in the water there, lightened up the board, and then there you go. You see him pumping the board there to get it rolling again. Like I said, they are in command of this board, very comfortable. They also got up really fast there and got their feet back into their bindings awfully quick. So they must have done the fall off, get back on drills that I was suggesting. You can see the course marshals out there making sure practice laps. Maybe they missed a buoy or two. Having some last minute instructions with the course marshal. Yeah, I think they were doing the course wrong, so getting a little bit of clarification. And this one right here is shooting for their first lap. Number 10. Nice clean laps. Nice and smooth and rounded. It's all about momentum in this, keeping your speed up. So momentum, line choice, and just board control. That's really what it comes down to.
There will be Izabela Krejskova from Czech Republic and Ryder Savan. And the Ryder will be the second.
So we got two riders out on course.
Is now in the second qualification lap.
So once again, this is their qualifying practice. So these laps are starting order. And even if you have to be on the second row of the start, which nobody wants to be on the second row.
You can watch live timing on your screen of your phone or tablet and TV and stuff like that. Current leader of the qualification is Oliver Wolf from Czech Republic with his time 1 minute 11 seconds.
So I know in the stock classes everybody runs the same that manufactures them, and they are considered the stock motor for MotoSurf. I'm not exactly sure if the juniors are running that same stock motor. I would assume so. That way elites can run whatever they want, but everybody seems to run the same gas. From what I understand, nobody's running race gas or anything like that, so it's strictly motor mods. So in that class, maybe the best engine builder wins. Obviously, riding is a factor as well, but a little more horsepower is not going to hurt. So Ryder Sawaganwan is out there from the United States. And it looks like Maximilian Herska. Those are our two riders out there on the course right now. We do have a bunch of other riders on this sign-up sheet that are not out there practicing yet. So hopefully they'll all make it out there, get their qualifying laps in, so we know how to start them. There you go. They're heading back to the start area or the staging area. In here commentating, I have a TV screen and I can see the actual course itself through this little opening in our tent. So it's very nice. I'm shaded from the sun, which I enjoy the sun, but after a while it gets hot. And we still got a nice breeze. I can see the water. Look at all these people just hanging out for summer, trying to check out the MotoSurf action. There you go, course marshal, calling more people out for their qualifying laps.
All the things today are planned for today's program.
Last minute binding check on the way out. Make sure they're nice and strapped in. What class do we have here?
Will run first and rider will be the second.
I'm going to say these are not juniors anymore. That guy does not look like a junior. Maybe he's a junior. We need a birth certificate check on this one. He hit puberty early, I think. There you go. He's going out there doing the long lap. So the long lap's going to circle around the outside there through the black buoys. The rest of the course is all marked by the orange and green buoys. Now, despite which I would think right would be red, but it's not. You make a left around the red buoys and a right around the green buoys. So here we go. Oh, she saved it. That was a good save. Got a little bit squirrely, but pulled it out. Now you see how he's aggressive with the turn. The arc gets a little bit tighter at the end and it kind of slows. That would be my observation of, like I said, fast laps. You want to keep your momentum going forward as much as possible. There you go. He's getting comfortable. Shredding the gnar out there. Trying to lay down a hot lap so we can get a good qualifying position. Send them out 2 at a time. DNF mark in the qualification list, which means did not finish first lap correctly. So here she comes for the second time. She's in a third position with the time 1 minute 12 seconds. Oh. 1:19. Now there is a space for next duel. There you go, Leo Lichal He is a junior. I was wrong. He's just big for his age. Fault him for that. I assume if we all have stock motors, him being a little bigger is kind of... Motor's not going to be as fast, but he's making it work out there. Leo's not scared. There you go, going back out there. I think he's just getting a run in at his... Nope, he's done. He's heading back to the staging area. Once you're qualified, a chance.
So we can continue with the qualification. Leo Kratochvil will be first, and Rosie Janora will be second. Oh my God. Leo Kratochvil is completely lost.
Riders ready to do their qualifying laps. Here you go. Got a nice little run-in start. Oh, this is Leo Kratochvil right here from Austria. Doing his first qualifying lap. Keeping it nice and smooth, rounding those corners out. Janora from Poland out there. Also trying to lay down her... Get a good start position. Right now we're watching Leo from Austria. There you go. You see how he kind of pops the front end up and then initiates the turn? That's great style. Look how nice and round those turns are. Oh, he's trying to wave his hand. Oh, and Rosalie is down. She is off screen. In the drink. She's all right. She's up and going. She's been doing her get back on the board drills as well. No time at all. There's Rosalie on camera now, up and going again, finishing her first lap. I know that if they fall, they do get to give it another shot, so they get a total of 2 qualifying laps. Rosalie is looking good. Nice smooth corners. Yeah. Awesome. This has got to be a good lap for... All right, coming back to the split before she heads into the finish line. Oh, a little style putting the hand down. There you go. Save that backside. Swung that one a tiny bit wide. Nice. Lap. Oh, Rosalia now jumps up into first as far as qualifying times, followed by Ryder Swangawan, then Leo Kratochvil, and Oliver Wolf, Isabella Krajewskova, Maximilian Herska, and Natalie Olarova. That so far is your Now, a lot of these riders will be riding multiple classes as they're going to ride juniors, then they're either going to. Then you also have, like I said, stock class, which also rides that class as well. And that is not ages or anything or skill level, that's just your MotoSurf. And they all buy from the same motor builder. This guy's got John Deere on. Is he sponsored by John Deere? That's awesome. How much more American can you get? The guy's sponsored by John Deere. I didn't know they made MotoSurf boards. Joking, I'm pretty sure they don't. But now out here, we're going to have Mikolas Kosteleski and Laura Markova in this little heat here, both from the Czech Republic. All right, let's see how they're doing. Oh, there we go. Nice turns. I wonder if the hand drag helps at all, if it just looks cool. It's like, hey, check out how far I can lean this board over turning. But I would imagine it'd have to be a little bit of a stabilizer as well. We were just watching Mikolas Kosteleski. Now jumps into second place with that time. So once again, these qualifying times. Starting order. Now whether you are on the first line or first row or second row is all decided right here. So you really want to go out there and just concentrate on laying your laps down, being nice and smooth, making it happen. Here we go, we're watching Mikolas once again. Look at that style. A lot of these little guys and girls have great style as well. They're just learning the sport, but I mean, this is when you can really, you're more of a blank slate. You know, it's easier to learn techniques. It's easier to grasp, you know, what you have to do to make this board do what you want. So here we go. Now we're watching Laura Markova finishing her lap out. Very aggressive in her turns. Looking good. She's riding for the Rocket Racing team. Rocket Racing has a lot of the riders out here. They figured something out with the boards. Showing off the Rocket Racing brand. Let's see how her qualifying time was. There you go. Laura Markova jumps into first place as far as qualifying times. So good for her. I don't see Mikolas. There he is. Mikolas moved up into the third position with that lap we just watched by him. Next up for practice, we should have Barbara Kolarova and Adam Kolar. They're up next to come out here and lay down their fast times. Here we got Barbara Kolarova, and she is looking good, laying down some nice, smooth turns, staying on the gas. There you go. Let's see how that time does for Barbara. Not up onto the board yet. Let's see if she can keep all those turns nice and smooth, keep the momentum up. Also, a longer distance than you need to. So if you kind of make a larger turn than necessary, you're just covering more water that's unnecessary, and that's going to make your lap times longer. Here she is right in front of our booth here. Oh, see, that turn was a little bit long. You can't do them all perfect. Whoa, nice save. Rolling MX when you get your arms swinging. Now, he looks to be laying down some hot laps. All right, I cannot see the times, but I'm going to say up there, that lap looked pretty good. So now, coming out for their and Sarah Zabrova next two up. All right, so now out there we have Sarah Zaborova. Very aggressive in her first couple of turns here. That might be Lucas. Yep, that's Lucas we're watching. Here's Sarah with the long blonde hair sticking out of her helmet. We're watching Lucas Schneider laying down his laps, like I said, very aggressive in turns. Keeping it moving, great board control. Yeah, no extra movements at all. Everything's just into the turn, out of the turn. There is a little bit tight. Everybody has a problem with that second left-hander after the zigzag. It's hard to keep it close in there and not loop out a little bit extra. There you go, first qualifying lap done for Lucas. Now see how he gets over he's actually hitting the buoys with his body, and you do that because that way it gets your board in closer to the buoy, which again, if you're especially on hot laps or on your fast laps, you want to go as short a distance as possible. So the closer you can stay to the buoys with your board, the shorter the lap is going to be. Great lap. Really no mistakes. In control. Nice and smooth. Look at that. There you go. There's the tight one. Here you go. Let's see.
Second qualification lap, he was a little bit slower than during the first lap, so Lucas Schneider is still on the second position.
Lucas is now in second position from his first qualifying lap. Sarah's out there right now, laying down a heater. There you go. She leaned forward through the finish line as well. So Sarah is up to fourth place. Adam Kohler first. Like I said, we didn't see his time, but I was guessing from the lap he was going to be up there, which he is. He's in first. Second place, Lucas Schneider. Third place, Laura Markova. Fourth place, Sarah Zabrova. That's your top four so far in qualifying for the juniors division. Next up, little qualifying heat. We got Kristina Habrova and Sebastian Kostaleski. We got two of the Kostaleski boys out here. Yep, Nicholas and Sebastian, both riding the juniors class. On screen right now is Christine Herbrova. Oh, nice save there. Got a little deep on the edge. Nice smooth corners. Lap number one of the qualifier for her. Again, watch how round the turns are. You want to watch and make sure there's no extra little movements. In the MotoSurf World Championship 2024, we are moving to the Masters category, which is... There you go. She's coming around to finish her lap up. We got this little zigzag section here right in front of us. Everybody seems to like the left-hand side a little more than the right. Nice little save there. This is the one everybody usually sweeps wide. She kept it pretty tight. So let's see, got a couple more buoys, and that's going to be end of her lap here. Let's see how she makes out with times.
Meanwhile, we have both riders in finish, so let's have a look to the timing. Adam Kolas is the leader. Lucas Schneider, second place. Sebastian Kohler,
let's see.
place.
There you go, third place. Herbkova in the juniors class. Now this is Sebastian Kostaleski. He is doing his second qualifying timed lap. You get to lay down two. Whichever one is the fastest becomes your qualifying time.
So we will continue with the Masters category. Kamil Schneider and Henrik Hedberg.
Sebastian looked like he was going with... Calm down there a little bit at the end. I guess it doesn't matter because he's into third place. So whether that happened on that second lap or the first one, doesn't matter. He's in third. All right, coming up next for qualifying practice, we have the Masters division. We're going to have 9 sets of 2 for the Masters division. That is 18 people in the class. Now, the Masters division just means that they are closer to retiring, but still young enough to shred the gnar on their moto surfboard. They have to be 40 years old or older, which I'm not comfortable with being called a master. So I don't know. Obviously, these guys are fine with it. I feel like I'm just getting into the prime of life. We're not masters yet. Joking. But for the purpose of MotoSurf, we'll let them get away with that. That's fine. They're masters. Up first here, we have Camille Schneider and Henrik Hedberg. I am not sure who is on the course yet. So once again, the Masters is just an age class. A lot of these guys also ride the stock category or the elite category. So if you come all the way to Sweden, right, you might as well at least race more than one class. I mean, I agree with that. Plus, it's more chances to win trophies and cash. And who doesn't like that? There you go. Everybody's having a hard time with that second of the zigzag. It's almost like the buoy is a little closer than the other one, and they really have to turn hard coming out of this left-hander. And again, that is smack in front of me, so I'm getting a good view. Those guys going through this section. It would be nice if somebody had a number. Oh, high side. He caught the front edge and just got flipped down onto his face. I'm sure he's got water in his mouth and nose and everything else. There you go, the get up technique. He's got it down. Hopefully when one of these guys go by, I can see a name or a number. I can let you know exactly who we're watching. So once again, this is our first set of qualifiers for the Masters class. There you go. They're racing side by side right now. Taking the splits. So that lap's not counting for his qualifying lap. He's going to have to go and send her again. Like I said, they get 2. They count if you fall or something. That does not count towards your qualifying lap. So that's good. At least you can have a mulligan if you do mess up. Oh, he's heading back to staging. So I think he only got 1 lap in. I think their feet are tired. They're like, we're heading back to give our feet a break. They need some of these Swedish massage on their feet to be good to go for later. So I'm going to get a Swedish foot massage. How about that? Does that exist? We're going to have to find out. All right, second heat coming out here of practice is Sedat Uras Osman and Sebastian Lux. Sedat Uras Osman is from Turkey, and Sebastian Lux is from Germany. This is truly an international event. I mean, there are people from all over the world. Austria, Poland, Germany, Sweden, the home country. And there's abbreviations on here I don't even know. 007, that is Sadat out there from Turkey. Looking good, nice and smooth. Got a teeny bit wobbly on the exit of that. Here we go, and here's our other competitor right now, Sebastian Lux from Germany. He's out there also laying down his qualifying lap. Little bit squirrely on that one. You really got to try and make sure that you round out your corners and keep your momentum. He is staying nice and close to the buoys, though. You can see how he's hitting them with his body, trying to not waste any room at all. Get as close as you can, shorten that track up. Every second counts. Nobody wants to be going into this final in the back row of the starting gate. Not gate, starting positions. Got a little nose heavy. This is Sadat. Took a little spill. He's just trying to cool off in the water. He's like, let me just, a little heated. I'm going to chill out. Once again, these are the masters. These guys are my age. We're too old to be doing this, but they're doing it anyway. All right, he's taking the, Sebastian's taking the other side of the split, the right side. Everybody seems to favor. Let's see, he's going to finish out his lap here, last buoy. Let's see if that's good enough. There you go, he got second place. Sebastian does in the qualifying so far for the Masters. Very good. That is our second group of qualifiers for the Masters. Next we have Ivan MotoSurf from the Czech Republic, and we have Murat Jorgenseler from Turkey. Let's see who we got here. I believe that is Ivan. All right, and here's your other competitor for this heat, Murat Jorgenseler. Here we go, trying to lay down his fast lap here. This is the tight one. He did it good. Yes, that is number 88, Ivan MotoSurf from the Czech Republic, laying down his qualifying lap. That's qualifier lap number 1 for him. See if he can clean it up a teeny bit for this next lap and even better his position. And Ivan goes down. So now he's going to have to do another lap. Sorry, this is Ivan, number 88, finishing. Really saved it. That was a great save. There you go. Made it through that little section good. He's calling it. Finger in the air. Number 1. Lap so far. Right here we got Murat, Jorgen Solar putting in his second lap here.
Right after Murat is finishing his second qualification lap.
Come on, Murat. Looking good. Not he's not hitting any of them. So that means he's just going to be going a slightly long. And coming up for the next heat, Mastroni and Jano Vang. Camera first. Missed his number. This is Murat finishing his second qualifying lap. You can see he put his hand on his hip, took a deep breath. These are the maps. Spread our motos out. All right, so now we're going to have Anthony Mastroni and Janko Vankersplik. Anthony is from Canada, and Jankensplik is from Belgium. I'm going to guess. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say the guy in red and white is Canadian. I'm just amazed that there's not a maple leaf somewhere on his helmet or something. Oh, there you go. He's just straight lining it for the start-finish line so he can head into there with as much momentum as possible. Looking for the best lap he can get. If you can see, he's getting pretty close. That one backside, he didn't quite get inside and hit it, but all these front side ones, he's in there real close to the buoy, hitting them with his body. I feel confident now in guessing that that is Anthony Mastroni because the other rider that just came by has yellow, black, and red are the Germany flag colors. So everybody's representing their country here with their gear. Anthony's putting in a hot lap right now. Swung that one a little bit wide. That's definitely going to add a tiny bit of time. Hopefully he can still get up top there. Let's see, he's rounding the finish line. Here we go. And he jumps into third. Anthony Mastroni jumps into third now. On your screen, you're looking at Jano Vankersplik from Belgium. Sorry, I said Germany before. Belgium. So Anthony, his qualifying heat competitor. I mean, really, you're competing with everybody, but, you know, you want to beat the guy in your heat. There you go. Let's see if he can keep this one tight. He swung out a little early. It's a little bit wide of a turn there. And see, I think that section right there seems to be a little bit tighter, and everybody's having a hard time with that last left-hander before you make a right and straighten up out of it. Just finished his lap. Let's see if he can jump up any higher than third with that qualifying lap. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's keeping his first one. Jano is out here for Belgium. Oh, that was a little deep. Definitely going to slow him down slightly. Little bit of rolling the windows down there with his arm, but he kept his balance, didn't go down. That's all that matters. Let's see how Jano does on his second. He moves himself up one position. He's in the fifth now, right in front of Henrik Hedberg. All right. Our next two qualifiers are going to be Mikkel Ular and Radek Luka. And just for everybody not American, I'm just American accenting everybody's name, okay? Across the board. So nobody's mad. You're getting Americanized. You'll be smoking Marlboro Reds by the end of this, have John Deere on your MotoSurf board, probably drive a Harley. That's what I'm saying. I'm just spreading the American love here. Who do we have here? Number 43, Michael Ular out on the course, laying down his fast qualifying lap. The water does look a little bit choppier than it did earlier. You can see everybody's kind of fighting with a little bit of hop. And, you know, I would assume as the day goes on, everybody's riding in here, we're going to get a little bit more chop. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Maybe the wind has picked up. I do see the water rolling in a little bit. So wind definitely would cause some waves. We do not have any crazy wind, so it should be minimal. Right now on screen, we still have Michael Ular running his lap. A little bit of a mess up there. Just kind of got into the corner, a teeny bit deep. Let's see if he pops up on the board. There he goes, up in the fifth. No stopping, he just kept it hammered for the next lap. Let's see our other competitor here. Ooh, that was a deep one. You can see the boards bouncing up and down, a little bit of a fight. Here's our other competitor in this heat. That is Radek Luka from the Czech Republic. Let's see how he does on this lap. Right now he is 7th in qualifying. Hopefully he can better that and move himself up a little bit. And he's down. That's definitely not going to help his lap time. Like I said, I believe he now gets another lap to complete. If you fall or anything, you get a mulligan. And you get to come back out there and make sure you lay down a good lap. At least not a fall on the lap.
This time from the first lap to the 1 minute 5 seconds point 103, and he is now on 4th position in the qualification. The leader is still.
All right, Michael Ular moved himself up into 4th position in this qualifying heat. Sorry, open qualifying practice for the Masters class. Course marshal out there, ready to blow the whistle. There you go. What's he checking his heart rate? I got himself a smartwatch, checking his heart rate, seeing how high he got it during his qualifier. Well, for their qualifier, we have Arkadiusz Janora from Poland. And we have Roman Lichal Kratovic Kratochevel from Austria. First. Whoever it is, they're laying down a good lap, nice and smooth, hung inside on that buoy. Guys get in there and hit the buoys with their body. That means they're keeping their board as close to the base of it as possible. minimum distance covered. Here we go. It's right in front of me. We'll get a look. Now our other competitor, just starting his this is his first qualifying lap. Arkadiusz Janora just jumped up into the first place as far as qualifying times go for the Masters class. So he's going to have pole position, I believe they call it in IndyCar. And that's where you want to be, especially with this. They have like a rolling start. So you definitely want to be towards the front and the inside of the corner. So that is a huge advantage. Right now we're watching Roman Kratovic. There you go. Oh, he missed that buoy. Oh, no, he didn't. He got it. Let's see if this bumps him up at all. And looks like his first lap was the faster of the two. All right, now we're moving on to our next heat. We have Juri Blaha and Roman Kozan. Which are coincidental. Both from Czech Republic. First lap, tiny bit of a bobble there. So this is Roman, I believe we're watching at the moment. A lot of Czechs in the MotoSurf world. I didn't realize Czech Republic was fond of water sports so much, but apparently they're pretty good at them. So let's see. Roman's about to finish off his lap here. He's got one more buoy. Go through the finish line. He's going to wave his hand in front of him. Try to cross that line as fast as possible. And there you go. Roman moves up into 7th place. Not bad. From Poland.
There is another rider in water right now. It's Roman Kozan. This is father of Roman.
Juri Blaha is who we're looking at there. He's got a Mercedes-Benz emblem on his sleeve, which, I mean, how cool. Competing is the kid with the John Deere board. That's it. I'm going to say those are the pinnacle of motorsport, MotoSurf sponsors. John Deere and Mercedes-Benz. Tesla, maybe? Tesla needs to make an electric moto board. All right, here we go. Coming in with a full head. You see how he didn't bother with any of those buoys, just wanted to get that board up to top speed so that way when he breaks the plane of the start-finish line, he is maximum velocity. Yay, he's got a Benz logo on that board. That's the coolest. Especially in America. If you were American, sponsored by Mercedes-Benz, like, that doesn't happen. This lap looks pretty good, nice and smooth so far. No big bobbles, no digging the edge of the board in, no rolling the windows up. Here, right here, this Had to swing a little bit wide. That one really, everybody has had to swing that one a tiny bit wide. So if you do indeed take the left route of the split, I would say that's probably the difficult spot. Everybody does seem to like the left side for some reason, though. All right, coming into a second lap, directly from the first. So we did do that little chicane into the start-finish line. So he's still going pretty good. So he's just warmed up. He just needed that first little lap warm up. Look at that. There you go. Nice and smooth. All right, now let's watch this second here. You got this left. This right, left, right here is the hard one. Now see how he had to turn back a little bit? That was still pretty good, though. He still kept it pretty close, didn't do that much extra ground. Last corner and through the start finish. Let's see how his time compares.
So Roman's time from the second lap is 1 minute 4 seconds, 0.095, and this is the fifth.
All right, so our next heat is another Jury Stovacek versus Martin Stivers. That is number 8. This is Jury from the Czech Republic. Both riders in this time qualifying practice are from the Czech Republic. Here we go. Same technique, coming from straight, full head of speed as he goes through the start-finish line. Nice smooth turns. See how he pushed that edge in. Backside not as good. There you go, long right-hander. He's still keeping it nice and smooth. Here's our other, also from the Czech Republic. Try and lay down a good qualifying lap. There you go, he's right in front of us. Here's the hard left-hander. Oh, he did it. Going by that, I'm going to say it's a good lap time. Here we go. Oh, there you go. That was the fastest lap so far. Jury Stovacek from the Czech Republic now has moved into first for the Masters class qualifying. Here we're watching Martin Trevers. Let's see how he did first one. His first lap is not up there yet. Let's see how this one does. There you go, moves up into 10th place. Now we're watching Jury again. Let's see if he can better his time from the first lap. He's already the leader. There's really no need to, but hey, if you can do it, you might as well do it, right? All right, let's see. I mean, he's already in first. It's not like we're going to see his name move, but maybe, hopefully for him, he put a little more time on everybody. All right, here's our other qualifier here, Martin. Little bit of a hop there. See how he cuts this one. See, swung it way wide. Let's see how his time does. If he's sticking with his first one or if he's going with his second lap. And there you go. He moves himself from 10th to 7th. Always nice to make an improvement on your second lap.
Ladies and gentlemen, last duel in this category.
All right, so we got one more set of qualifiers.
Will be the first. Down Kim from Korea will be the second.
Zdenek Kostaleski from the Czech, and I want to say Down Kim is actually leading this class right now this year. All right, going for their first lap. Once again, using technique, come from straight.
His racing livery is still the same, so you can easily recognize him. A combination of blue and red and black color in a specific way.
Not sure who is who yet. No numbers on anybody. But this. All right, here we go. Starting his lap, giving a little tug on the leash there. Like I said, it's a little more than just holding the handle. You can actually control your board a little bit. Carrying a lot of speed. Looking good so far. You see, never digs the board too hard. All right, here we go. The finishing of their first qualifying lap. Now we can see who this is. That is Kostaleski. Just put themselves into first. Now we're watching here is Down Kim. Zdenek Kostaleski moves himself into first with his first qualifying lap, rocking the Alpine Stars gear. There you go. Look how smooth he is. There you go. Cut that one nice and tight. No wasted movements at all if you watch him. Every corner is perfectly round. Never digs the board in. Gets nice and close. Here's lap number 2. Let's see if he can better. Oh, as I'm talking, Down Kim actually moved into number 1 position. And Kostaleski could not answer with his second lap. So here we got Down Kim on his second lap. See if he can stretch his. Oh, and he goes down. Kim is down. Down Kim. But it doesn't matter because right now he is still in first place for Masters qualifying. And this is the last group. So it's looking like whether he finishes his second lap or not, he's going to qualify first. Now, Down Kim also rides the stock class, and he might ride Masters. He definitely rides the second class. Next, I believe we are going to have women. Tazara Sawaganwan from the United States. Hold on, she's. Well, that's going to be easy qualifying practice with everybody else in the class, but she doesn't have anybody, which I'm not sure if that's distracting. Here's our staging area for everybody. They're all getting ready, getting their boards ready to go out there and show what they can do. There you go. There's some of our camera people getting the shots. Even got a thumbs up from our competitor there. That is Zdenek Kosteleski right there in the red and blue. Getting his board out of the way now. You see all the Swedish flags flying out here on the shore. Like I said, it's super nice. The weather's nice. Town is nice. You can walk to plenty of little shops down there. Look at, we got people jamming out on the beach to the music. I mean, everybody's having a good time down here. There you go. Some of the architecture around here. Nice barn. We're like on the ocean, but we're still close enough to, you know, farms and nature, which I like. If you haven't come down here for summer vacation, plenty of people about 200 yards down the beach, just hanging out, having some adult beverages maybe, enjoying the sun, getting in the water, cooling off. There you go. You can see all of our parking, all the RVs on the left-hand side. That's all the competitors basically staying right on site, which I think is awesome too. And here you go. Now down the beach here, you can see all the little shops. There's a bunch of little stores, restaurants. There's gelato every time you turn around. You can't escape gelato down here. And I went and had some pistachio gelato yesterday, and it was amazing. It was really good. I'm going to have to probably try some other flavors, I guess. There you go. We're getting ready for our next practice qualifier. Look at, and this is just tourists hanging out on summer vacation. And they were surprised with some MotoSurf. I believe this is Terzar Swanguan. There you go, catching a little air. Do we give extra credit points for tricks or what? For style? All right, starting that first lap from straight again, coming in with some good momentum. Keeping the turns nice and round and smooth. It's the way you do it. Left foot forward is considered regular stance. Right foot forward is considered goofy, which is kind of rude to people that stand right foot forward. But anyway, we'll go past that. In this sport, I would say 50, you're probably going to have between regular and goofy. And in running it goofy, which is just interesting to me. I don't know if it's just something that kind of got learned and handed down or what, but Tazar is an American rider, so maybe that's why she goes regular foot. I don't know. She's finishing out her first lap here. Got about 2 more turns. Let's see what her time is. Well, right now she's the first qualifier for the women. Say she goes in the first place. Let's just guess.
And this is the first rider in the qualification.
Going the count or not?
She's representing the United States of America.
She's going complete. Like I said, she's the only one. There's an uneven number of people, so which, like I said, I mean, it's kind of good. You don't have any distractions other than that drone flying overhead. That's the only one. And me sitting here yapping. There you go. Cut that left-hander nice. Whoa. Got a little squirrely. She pulled it. Got 2 more buoys. And I wish they would show the qualifying times just so I could prove I was right. She's definitely in first now. Representing the United States. In first place in qualifying right now. Tizar Swaganami. Swagnawan, sorry. Again, Americanizing all the names. Even American riders' names, I'm going to more Americanize them. It's the ultimate American. All right, our set. We got Jennifer Beckman from Germany and Sarah Volfova. This right here is Jennifer Beckman out on the course. Going for her first qualifying lap.
We are in the next duel between Jennifer Beckman from Germany and Sarah Volkova from Czech Republic.
Nice round corners.
Jennifer Beckman is in her first qualification lap right now. Sarah Volkova is
We should have a second rider out there as well.
Reflect for Sarah Volkova, the princess of Ukraine.
There's our second rider, who is Sarah Volfova from the Czech Republic. So the women's class coming in hot. Let's see how Jennifer Beckman closes out her first lap. Oh, little spill. Just got on the edge a little too hard. So now we're following Sarah Volfova on her first qualifying lap. Doing the little helmet check. Make sure it's in the right position. She's choosing the right side of the split. Like I said, everybody seems to favor the left side. Jennifer Beckman back up and moving. We're going to watch Sarah's lap here. See how she does. Keeping it nice and smooth. There you go. Cutting it close to the buoy. A little bit of chop there. Finishing out that first lap. Let's see if she could be... Oh, we got a little race going on here. Let's see if they choose different sides of the split. I'd love to ask one of these guys, does like being behind some water kind of, do they disperse the waves or is it worse? I would imagine then the split would be more important whether you do or don't follow somebody, since they're disturbing the water in front of you. So here we go. We're going to get to watch. There you go. One right, one left. So they're not following each other. We're going to see who's clearly faster now because they went in there basically at the same time. Looks like Sarah pulled out ahead through the split. There you go. Sarah moves herself up into first place. Terza gets into nope, she's down now to third, so it's Sarah. Jennifer Beckman. Terza. Swangawan. Your top three in women so far. For qualifying at least. So this is super important because you do not want to be on that back row for the start. That means a lot of wakes. You also can't look ahead quite as far because you basically just can only see up to the next rider. Little bit of a bobble there, but she saves it. There you go. This lap's looking good. Ricky Carmichael used to do that. There you go. These are people, the women for our next qualifying group here. All right, so our qualifiers are still Sarah Volfova, Jennifer Beckman, and Terza Swangawan. Out on the course now, we have Adela Ostriklova, Thielen. Who do we have here first? I think that is 222, Lauren Thielen. Let's watch this lap. Little teeny bit of a bobble, but she saved it. Not a big deal. Now you saw the front end in. It's stuck open. I don't know if she's holding the throttle. Look at that. There you go. Like I talked about. The get up technique. She's got it down. That was nothing. She was up in no time. I'm going to guess that she kept the throttle. Either that or they just got that thing taped wide open. She's just running it. There you go. A little bit of chop in the water there. It really wasn't her fault. It was just like a little wave. We are getting a little bit more chop, and I don't know if some boats have come in down the shore here or if the wind is picking up, but it is a tiny bit choppier than it was earlier. So hopefully that doesn't affect her times too much.
Watch Adela Ostriklova, the Czech rider, which is going through her second qualification lap.
This is actually, when I MotoSurf, this is actually the exact same outfit I wear. I have the same bottoms and everything. It's really comfortable. She's riding for Rocket Racing. The Rocket Racing team is here in full effect. Looking good, heading for the finish. Let's see. Moving up into first is Adela. Ostriklova. So I was wrong. That was not Lauren. Adela Ostriklova. Qualifying first right now for the women. Here you go. Is this Lauren? It's going to be my guess. Is that Adela going for another lap? She's like, hold on, I can go faster yet. Nope, that's somebody else. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is Lauren. So we only had one person out for that last qualifier. Here goes the second woman in this qualifying practice. Need to see some numbers here. Here's another Rocket Racing Team rider coming through. She looks like she's setting a hot lap right now. See if I can get a number on her. There you go. We were just watching Natalie Kochelkova from Czech Republic. Let's see how she does qualifying time into first. What did I say? I said she was laying a hot lap. Was looking good, rounding out. Now we got our other competitor. This is Arantixa Flores from Mexico. Let's see how her lap goes. So far, nice and smooth. All the turns, nice and rounded. Running through the finish. Let's see how she fares. Into second. So this seems to be a fast qualifier right now. We've gone back to Natalie. She was not happy with that first lap. She says, I can do it faster. So here we go. We're going to see if she is right and she can do it faster. Last buoy, hit it down. Didn't even let it hit her body. She was like, get out of here. Once again, she's already in first, so we're not going to see her move. So, last qualifier. Utsikt out there now. She chose the right side of the split. Last buoy, make a run through the. Let's see how she did. She's already in second place. So that was not enough to overtake Natalie. But still, second is still good. All right, that's the end of that qualifier. So next we have from Korea and Alea Flores. So I'm going to competing in the women's class of MotoSurf. Today was a little overcast, a little bit cooler, but today is beautiful. Nice and number 75, Yoonjin Lee. Now I saw her in practice this morning, and she was in command of that board. Watch her style; she's very aggressive in the turn. Like I said, look at all that chop she's going through. It's definitely a little more choppy than it was. Alea Flores. Both of these ladies look like they're on it. Definitely, I feel like the heats are getting faster as they go along. Whoa, getting deep in that turn. Look at that. Look at the swap from back to front. Very nice. All right, let's see. She's got 2 more buoys. We're going to see how this lap fares against the other ladies. All right, there you go. Didn't even bother sticking her hand out. Still gets second place. And our second lady finishing her lap soon. Let's see how she does. There you go. Now we're going to see where does she jump up on the times? Into third.
Is on the second place right at this moment with the time 1 minute 6 seconds .201.
Very good. So we got Alea Flores third. Unjin is coming back around, finish her second lap. Let's see if she can improve on her time and get the first place. Nope, cannot move up. Second place. Second place is not bad, though. Still on the first row, still to the inside. Finishing. Let's see if she can improve her qualifying position right now. Look at hand out, trying to break the plane of that as soon as possible. Did not move up. Her first lap was faster, so still third place, third place for this group of All right. Next qualifiers are Strikalova, Elisabetta trying to get a view on some of their numbers so we can figure out who was who exactly. But both ladies are looking good out there. Nice smooth corners. So I'm gonna guess this is Elisabetta. Putting in a good lap so far. Here's the one. She pulled that corner pretty good. Like I said, that's the one everybody keeps going a little bit wide on. Oh, got a little deep in that corner. One more. Heading to the finish line. Let's see where that puts her. Into third place. Emma moves into third place. So I was wrong, I guess wrong. Elisabetta is down. So she's going to get a redo on that last run right here. Emma Strikalova is in third place. Even with the fall, Elisabetta moved herself into, ninth place. Here you go. Emma with her second lap here. Oh. Just got a little bit stood up there. Could not save it. Now we're watching Elisabetta Fatiova. Lap, her second qualifying lap. I think she kind of missed that buoy there. I don't know if they're going to tight turn. She got around that one good. And we got two more buoys. Oh, I think she missed another one. I do not know that that's going to count or not. Down to ninth. So still ninth. I think the first lap, like I said, I don't think the second lap got counted. Because Emma and Liz to the staging area. Up next on the course, we're going to have Linda Luke Scheider and Valentina Novotna. both from the Czech Republic. Could you have guessed that? Maybe. There you go, everybody hanging out. Gelato over there. They went and they got themselves some gelato. Maybe a coffee. We got a coffee stand like 25 feet out of the tent here. And I've been trying to refrain from just drinking coffee all day. I do have to say, sometimes in the U.S. it's hard to find good coffee, but everywhere I've gone's had good coffee here. So good job, guys. That's frustrating when you get up and you're like, I need a cup of coffee. So, good job, Europe. All of Europe. I'm just going to give it to all you guys. That's the way to go. Look at it. Look how nice of a day it is. There you go. A little bit of a breeze. Seems to be definitely the going on. But hopefully I don't think it's supposed to get very much more windy, so that's good for the... We do have 3 ladies go out. Maybe the one that missed their qualifying practice earlier out there. I'm not really entirely sure. This one should... And Valentina Novotna. Yeah, that chop's getting bad. You can see they got to stay with their knees bent so that way they can suck that stuff up. Here you go, coming in hot for first lap. Punching those buoys down. All right, we got our first lady finishing her first lap. And then we'll see how they're faring in the time board. Very nice. Got that one nice and tight. There you go. This is the buoy our last competitor missed. All right, let's see what we got here. And that is Linda Lukeshire into 5th place. Now we got Valentina Novotna. There you go. Good turns. Keeping it smooth. There you go. Found that buoy. Last one to the finish. And I don't know where she just popped up to. There you go. 6th place. Valentina Novotna. Now we're back on Linda Lukeshire with her 2nd lap. Let's see if she... Oh, what a save. I thought she was going down twice. Pulled it off. See if she can improve on her first time. Probably not with those bobbles. Her time too. I had to swing that one a little wide. That is the tight turn. Had to go a tiny bit wide there. May cost her a little bit of time. Last buoy through the finish. And sticking with her first qualifying lap. Looks like they're having a chat on the way back. Whoa! Catching air. Definitely choppier than it was earlier. She's just all about the freestyle now. Do a 360. All right, our next group Our next two ladies, a group. Two's not really a group, I guess. Ellie Charosova and Mariana Navarova, both from, I'll give you one guess, Czech Republic. Did you have enough time to guess that? All right, so here we go. First lap. Let's see how it goes. Is Mariana Navarova. Here now we're watching finish their first lap, Ellie Charosova. There you go. Smacking that buoy down. Even with the chop, keeping in turns nice and rounded. Oh, a lot of chop there. That's got to be delaying times. I mean, there's no way that it can't. So let's see. Ellie moves herself into second place. Now finishing her first lap, Mariana Navarova. Let's see, a little bit wide on that one. See if she can make up the time. All right, let's see where that time gets her. It got her into sixth place. Meanwhile, coming around, Ellie is coming around for her second lap. She's keeping her turns nice and rounded, not digging in too much, despite all the chop. Let's see if she can. But still, once again, second place. And Mariana finish out her lap. Oh. She might have to settle with her sixth place first lap. She's like, am I good or do I get to go again? All right, swapping out. We got two more coming out, which is Aneta Republic and Elis Republic. Now I believe Eliska is leading the points so far this year in the women's class. All right, here somebody comes in on their first lap. Once again, coming from straight, trying to come in there with as much speed as possible. Look at this boat out here. They just came from the dock right next to us, obviously getting some gelato and some coffee, maybe a beer, we're not sure. Another rocket racing rider here. That is Eliska Matisklova. Oh. So let's see if she can top qualifying times. Now look how much momentum she keeps and how nice her footage run at all. She cut that one in nice and tight. Hugging these buoys. See where that time gets her. No times yet. Look at that with the little hand drag. So Aliska moves herself into first place in qualifying, followed by Aneta Tuskalova. So this heat is the fastest so far as qualifying. Another lap done. Let's see if anything changes. Here's Aliska we're watching. One more buoy. Even if she betters her time, we're not going to see it move on the scoreboard because she is already in first.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eliška Matoušková from Czech Republic is the winner of the qualification with a time 1 minute.
So Aliska Matoušková is your first qualifier. Second is Aneta Stuskalova. Third is Natalie Kachlikova. Fourth, Eli Charasovoka. There you go, giving a little hey wave to some people up on the walkway there. Next up, we have the Electric Challenge qualification. Now, as you could guess, these are electric MotoSurf boards. So no gasoline in these. No cool revving noises. No sweet exhaust smell. Just electricity. I can hear that board, which makes me think it's not electric. Let me double check, make sure. All right, here we go. We are not on electric. We are on Elite. Like I said, once I heard some motors, knew we could not be. So now, Skalma from Scandinavia and Juri Wolf from the Czech Republic. To finish his first lap. Now you know why they're elite. Let's do the shredding. Coming around, finish the first lap. One more boot. Finish. That in second, Marek Skamla in first for the elite class so far. Right now we're watching Juri Wolf I don't know where we lost our other qualifier to. There you go. Merrick made one lap, set the fast lap, and then just headed back to the pits. So, did what he needed to do. Well, he fell on his second lap and then decided he was just going to mail it in, say my first one was good. Is going to be Daniel Provaznik from Mate. Here we go, Rocket Racing Rider. All right, so there is Mate Kozisek. Finish out his first qualifying lap. Oh no, that one's definitely not going to get the first. Let's see how fast he can get on that board. Like I said, you got to practice that. And now we're watching Mate Kozisek finish out his first lap. Oh, here he comes around, definitely carrying some speed. Everybody struggling with, see how he kind of swapped his board out a tiny bit. We got two more buoys, a left, where he ends up. And he moves into second. Mate Kozisek moves into second place. Here we got Daniel Provaznik. Hopefully he makes it through this little section here. No mess ups. Very good. It sounded like his board was kind of like bogging a little bit, to be quite honest with you. He is right in front of me, but I don't know if that's what happened or not. But it did kind of sound like that. Again, back to watching Mate being very aggressive in these turns. Oh, see that big roosty shot up there. It looked cool. It did seem like it killed a little bit of his momentum. He does not move up any, staying in second for qualifying. Merrick staying in first place. Second play, Mate Kozisek. Jury Wolf, third. Daniel Provaznik in fourth. We got three more qualifiers for this class. Oliver Navarra and Jacob Kornfell. A little bit of binding adjustment. Both of these riders are from the Czech Republic. There we go. Somebody's coming straight in for their first qualifying lap. There you go, straight at the start finish. Number 44 is Oliver Navarra out on the course. Like I said, dealing with the chop. You gotta have your knees. And here is our other rider, Jacob Kornfeld. Jacob's looking like he's doing the thing. Let's see how he closes out his lap. There you go. There's that tight Oliver. We got a left. He's through to the finish line. Let's see how that. Oliver moves himself in the second. Now coming up is Jacob Kornfeld. Let's see. He's finishing his first line. Oh, got a little bit wide on that turn. Here he comes, though. One more turn. We're going to see where he puts himself, even with his little bit of a bobble there. Jacob moves himself into fourth place. Oh, high side. Just caught an edge. Yep, nope. He's looking. There he goes. Is he pointing at his board? Is he like, I have a problem with my board? Or is that just a style? Whoa. Look at that corner. I don't even think he let off. Let's see how Mr. Kornfeld does. Slowed him down enough where he couldn't make up any time. So there you go. We got two more groups of two. So that's four more people, everyone. All right, next heat, we got the Czech Republic, and the last four people are all from the Czech Republic in this class. Any of the other boards that came by here. I'm just going to put that out here. Now, in Elite, you can modify your boards. You don't have to run any one specific engine like they do in the stock. The stock class, everybody buys the engines from the same people, so that way everybody's on an even playing field. But in the Elite, and I don't know how big you can get, but you can modify. Obviously, holy smokes. I want that thing torn down. I'm protesting his engine. There you go. Lucas moves himself into the lead. Lucas Kazan. Now here we go. Alex Lukscheider is coming. He's no slouch either. His moto board engine builder knows what he's doing as well. Let's see if he can top the qualifying so far. A little foot adjustment on the exit of that turn. And there you go. Alex moves himself into first place. Let's see if Lucas can fight back. Oh, he's getting too aggressive. Definitely messed up his time a little bit there. Let's see if he can. I don't think he's going to better his time with those couple of bobbles. There you go. Did not better it. Alex Luke-Scheider is still out there trying to see if he can go even faster this lap. Here we go. Let's see. One more buoy. No, we're keeping the order. Alex Luke-Scheider, Lucas Kazan, Marek Scamilla, Oliver Navarra, Mate Koselek, Jacob Kornfeld, Juri Wolf, Dan Manager. Top 8 qualifiers so far in the elite class. All right, they're already on course. Our next guys, we got Dominic Kadlec and Matejas Novotny. A little deep in the turn there, saved it though. Here's our other rider, Rocket Racing rider, surfer. But none of them sound too aggressive in the turns. Those little tiny bobbles are definitely costing him a little bit of time in those turns. I think if he maybe tried to be a tiny bit less aggressive, he'll probably move in the first. But I'm just saying, he could have been a tiny bit fast. Nope, see there he goes into fourth, Dominic. And now we got Matejas coming right behind him, trying to finish out his first time lap. And I don't see anything yet. They did. What happened to Matejas? Did he miss a buoy or something? Maybe they didn't count it. This is Dominic here. Let's see if. Oh, there you go. He bumps himself up one position in the third. Now look, let's see with Matejas. Let's see what he does this time. I think he must have missed a buoy or something on the first one, and it didn't count because he should have at least showed up on the board. And they still didn't register him. So I don't know if maybe he missed another buoy or what exactly happened here. Well, he is top 10 at least. Definitely in the top 10. All right, next up we got the stock class. Stock class has, I don't know what 13 times 2 is. What is it? 26. 27 guys we got in this class. So you definitely want to qualify well in this class because there's definitely going to be a second row and you're definitely going to end up buried if you don't get on that first row. But once again, we're showing the fans hanging out on the shore here, enjoying the breeze, the sun, and the action. See, he's like, did you see that? That was awesome. They were going so fast. Nobody has gelato over there, which is a disappointment. Because literally, this girl right here has gelato. You guys could get there. It's like probably 100 feet away from you guys. Go get gelato, everyone. No? I think they're going to go to the spa after the race is over. That's what we're doing. Swedish foot massage. Because their feet are tight from riding these boards all day. All joking aside, it is a really nice beach here. Town's nice. It's cool. Everything's nice and clean. Everybody that I've talked to has been nice, which I haven't talked to that many people. But so far, we're batting 100. Everyone's been nice. Very accommodating. Everybody also speaks English. If you're from an English-speaking country, basically learn Swedish. I'd like to make the joke that every other language to American just sounds like Spanish because that's the only thing that we have reference with. So whenever anybody says anything to me, I just go, "Sí," and then they look at me like we have no idea what that means, but it's fine. You don't even need to use your terrible Spanish in Sweden to get around. You can just speak English. Everybody understands you. So I suggest check it out. If you're a tennis player, they have one of the biggest tennis complexes, or the biggest tennis complex in Sweden, right here in town. They have the Swedish Open. All right, next guys on the course. This is a single. This has got to be Adam Hedberg from Sweden. Here you go. There's a couple Swedes in this class, so that's good. They're all riding the stock class. Once again, in the stock class, they have a specific engine builder or maker where everybody buys their motors from. That way, everybody's basically on the same board, same power, and it's all about technique and fitness, I would say. I think, it's definitely got to be physically demanding fighting that board around. I know from snowboarding, my calves and feet get really tired. So I would assume it's got to be the same for this. There's a lot of adjustment on his board. You can see as he goes through, as the board's like flexing back and forth. That's all with his feet and ankles, So a lot of pressure down there. They're definitely going to get tired. He's going through the last buoy, heading through the finish. I bet he's first as far as qualifying in the stock class goes right now. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's first. Coming around for his second qualifying lap. Hopefully for him, he can better it. I think that band on his arm, that might be a heart rate monitor. Maybe he's doing his due diligence, seeing where his fitness is at during his race. A long right-hand turn here through the buoys. Now this is where they pick which side they're going to go to on the split. Everybody seems to enjoy this left side. Right here, this is the turn. Everybody, see how he went out wide? Everybody's going out wide. I think the distance from the buoy before it to that one is maybe a little bit closer, so everybody's kind of having a hard time turning that sharp. So that's definitely a place to watch. Oh, the band on his arm is just his leash for his board, so he doesn't lose his board. That's lap number 2 for Adam Hedberg. So we're not going to see any qualifying positions yet because he is in first, like I said. Right now, just call it right now. He's in first, okay? If they were to stop practice right now, he would be the winner of practice, qualifying practice. I just want to go out first, and then I'm going to be like, I've pole position for like 5 minutes till the next guy went, and then I lost it, but I was there for a short period of time. Coming in for his first lap, So that is either Vladimir Endel or FV. There you go. I heard from the from Turkey out on the track, the course, the walk. Kind of swinging a little bit wide on the turns, not getting in there and body checking the buoys, which, like I said, I think that just staying in close means you're going the shortest distance possible, which in a timed scenario is definitely going to pay off. See how we had to sweep back around a little bit wider on that? All right, here we go with our second qualifier in this heat. Sorry, Vladimir Endel. All right. Lap, let's see. Vladimir is in second place now. Adam Hedberg is in first. I told you guys Adam Hedberg was going to be in first. I said that without even seeing any times. Now we got F.A. Gersoy trying to put in a fast lap, trying to get on the top of the board, get around Adam Hedberg. He's looking good, nice and smooth. No mistakes. Right here is a little section that's kind of tight. Let's see how he does. Very nice. And this one, the backside, see, little round. Let's see how F.A. Gersoy does. Last buoy, heading up through the finish. And in third place right now. Vladimir is finishing his second lap. Let's see if he is able to jump up into that first place. Here it goes right here. And the times disappeared. There you go. Nope. Adam Hedberg still in first. Vladimir Endel in second. F.A. Gersoy in third. F.A. still got another lap, or he's in the midst of his second lap. So let's see if he can move himself up at all. Here we go. Looks like he cleaned this one up for sure. This has definitely got to be better than his first lap. Good momentum. There you go. Cut this one tight so you can, see? This section's a little tight. That's what's giving everybody problems. But he gets through it pretty smooth, just that one tiny little bobble. Left and a right, last buoy before he goes through the finish. And let's see. Still in that third place. That's good for now, but once the almost 30 riders go. And all right, now heading out onto course, we have Alexander Strom. Now, Lorenzo is in the stock R class. So that is stock rookie. So they basically have a class where the playing field is even. Let's see how that lap was for FA. Still in second. Nobody's able to overtake Adam Hedberg so far. So Lorenzo Tanda is in the stock R class, so that just means rookie. So same motor specifications, but they just are the beginners, so they don't have to jump right into the class with the big boys. All right, we got Lorenzo Tanda. Here you go. Here's your first stock R rider. He doesn't look like a rookie. Looks like he's handling it just fine. Is Alexander Strom. Alexander Strom took it down in the water. He's just trying to cool off. That's what I would do. Just an excuse. Let my feet rest a little bit. We're still watching Lorenzo Strom put in his first qualifying lap. There you go. Looking good. Is swinging a tiny bit wide. Chose the right side of the split. I think that's a good idea because I think most people are going to go left. And the other side seems to be, at least they made both sides equally tight of the little chicane there. So it looks like the same thing. They're having a hard time just trying to switch back and forth that quick in that section. First lap. Tanda jumps up into third place. You see it has the, pretty sure that stands for stock R. We have two stock classes. We have stock and then stock. So here we got Lorenzo Tanda. We got Alexander Strom. Little bit of bobbles like that. And some of those turns definitely going to hurt his overall qualifying time. Looks like his board's like a little deep in the water there. Probably wouldn't help. All right, let's see how Alexander does there. Still in fifth place. He gave a little, that's what that hand gesture was. And Lorenzo Tanda, he's in the stock R class, laying down second place time. First in the R class. Stock R, stock rookie. I want to race the stock rookie class, but I would be better off in the masters, class. The close to retirement class, that's the one I need. So at least the other guys also are physically fit challenged as I am. Group. And see who we got. Hans Huttelberg and Alexander Lana, both from Sweden. We got two Swedes out here representing. Right here is Hans Huttelberg on screen, running the Fox shirt. I always call out when these guys got the moto gear on. I do come from dirt bikes, so the Alpine Star, the Fox Racing, I'm a little partial, I'm not going to lie. A little bit forward. I knew they'd use it more than just giving it gas. That buoy hot. Looks like he smoked the buoy with the board. The more water you're pushing up there, the more you're displacing it, which I would think means you're slowing yourself down a little bit. It's like diving, right? When they go into the water, you don't want to splash. You want as little as possible. Alexander Lanner now on screen. Let's see how he does on his first lap. We're watching the end of Hannes's lap. Let's see where he puts right around this and through the finish. Let's see. Let's see. There you go. Second place. Now we're watching the end of the first lap for Alexander Lanner. Oh, there you go. His board kind of popped out of the water. Slowed him down a tiny bit. But Alexander now moves into second place. Who is finishing his second lap now? He's coming through this little. Let's see, he's keeping a good pace. Let's see how he can do. He's got one more buoy through the finish. It's definitely getting a little more rough than it was this morning. And Hannes cannot better his time. He's well for his second/last lap. Here we go. Let's see. Hander, finish line. And himself into first place. Fans that are sitting behind me are all clapping. So behind the tent, clapping their hands, waving at him. He is pumped. That's cool. I like it. I like the Swedes showing up for the hometown and putting it on the box right now. So your first Swedes. Is that correct? Alexander, Swedish. Hannes. Yeah, Swedish. The Czechs have like 90% of the riders, and somehow the Swedes pull off 1, 2, 3 in the stock class. Swedish, Czechoslovakian, Turkish, Italian, Mexican, Kuwaiti. That's a pretty good selection of countries there that are competing in the stock class, stock and stock R. All right, out there on his first Ebola and Miroslav Kops. Let's see who we got first coming by here. Now they are from Mexico and Czech. This is Ayrton Aboli right now on screen from, I think he's probably used to a little bit warmer temperatures. In Mexico, especially if he's anywhere near the Gulf. Ayrton moves himself into third. Now we're going to watch Miroslav finish his lap up. Left, right. There you go. He's got some moto gear on too. He's got a Fly Racing jersey. Miroslav Kops into second place. So now we're going to focus back on Ayrton on his second. Oh, saved it, but definitely did not help his time any. Stay with the fourth place right now. That's my guess, just because of the bobble at the end there. I've been wrong before once or twice, but I was right that time. All right, here we go. Mersilav Kops going to come in here, finish his second lap. Looking good, nice and smooth. Once again, took the left side of that split. For the finish, let's see if he moved himself any. That's it. Mersilav Kopp got second place in qualifying so far.
There will be Hassan Boabas from Kuwait, also Timo Shur from Slovakia. After them, Dennis Kulik from Czech. And we will watch also David Krčka.
All right, we got another qualifying heat coming up. We got from the Czech Republic, we got and Adam Jonasek. Oh, he's catching air too. When are we adding freestyle class in here? How long? How many years do we think this is going to be a sport before freestyle comes into it? 6 years. I'll give it 6. By the 6th. What if you had one of these things on a regular wave? Dude, you could air out of that thing like crazy. All right, here we go. Coming in for his first lap. Is Jan Travenicek. Said, I think that's the little bit of chop we're getting from the wind or the boats. Oh, and here's our other rider out there. Sinek. Oh, what is he waving around? Unhappy with something, I assume. All right, coming through the chicane right here in front of our booth. Nice. Very good. All right, he's got this left and right through the finish line. Let's see where his first lap gets him. Fourth place for Jan. Here we go. On screen now, Adam Josinek. Finishing up through the buoys. Got a left, right, finish line. There you go. Let's see what his time is.
Next lap. And ladies and gentlemen, we have new leader of the qualification because Adam Janošek.
There you go. Adam Janosek just moved himself into first.
0 seconds, 0.92. And here comes
Closing out his lap is Jan Travenicek.
He's now on 5th position, but he can make it better.
Times. Yes, to third place. Went from 5th to 3rd. And coming in on their second lap here is Adam Josinek. Whoa, yep, got a little deep in that one.
Incredibly equal in this category because Alexander Lanner, Jan
All right.
Travenicek,
Oh,
and Adam
here we
Hedberg
go. Let's see
riders are
if he
in
bettered his time at all.
second of difference.
I guess we can't tell because he was already in first. So he might have bettered his time, but he's not going to move up on the scoreboard. You already did as good as you can, okay? I mean, I say that, but other people are coming. So you definitely want to still try and lay down a good lap, both of them. Even if you have the pole position after your first one, you still need to try and give it your all in the second, because they usually stack it towards, so the better or the faster guys are towards the end. So we got qualifying order is Adam Jansenek in first, Alexander Lanner in second, Jan Travinesek in third, Miroslav Kopp in fourth, Adam Hedberg fifth, the course we have Hassan Bobas and Timote Zubor. All right, let's see who is this on the course right now. Number 42, Hassan Bobas. Here, see him come. It is. Let's see which way. Burr, burr, burr on the gas. Looking good. Let's see where he puts himself. In first, Hassan Bobas moves himself into the number one spot. Let's see how Timo does on his first lap. He got a little deep. Himself up on the board.
Ladies and gentlemen, big rumble in the qualification list.
No. All right, we're watching Hassan Bobas again, shredding the course. Sorry, everybody, the course has already been shredded. I don't know what you guys are going to ride, because come on, you're blowing all turns out, dude. Just joking. It's only water. All right, again, we will not see if he bettered his time, but Timote Zubor finishing his second lap. I'm assuming his first lap must have not counted. Maybe missed a buoy or something. Did he not show up there at all? I don't think he popped up at all. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. 13th place right now. 13th place. Definitely going to be in the second round. That's not going to be fun. Make sure you have tear-offs. I don't think tear-offs work in the water, but it's just I like to make motocross references that nobody gets. All right, on course, we have Denis Kulich and Damian Kadlec, both from the Czech Republic. I said the real long, so that way it gave you time to guess that it was from the Czech Republic. All right, our second guy is on the course here. That is Damian Kadlec, right there. All right, finishing his lap, we got Denis Kulich for riding the Stock R class. Oh, he chose. And you can see the waves are definitely picking up. There you go. That's what got him. A little bit of chop from the waves. Got to keep those knees bent and try to absorb the chop as much as you can. Here we go, Damien Cadillac coming through. Let's see how he does on his first lap. Yeah, you can see the chop is getting. See where Dennis pops up on the.
Both guys are in first qualification lap, so we will watch the live timing very carefully.
He's not popped up yet.
Because we want to know if some of these riders can beat the leader.
Here we go. We got
time of 59 seconds, .516.
Dennis
It's pretty strong time.
Kulich. Oh, and he takes it down as well.
And this time was set in by Hassan Bobas from Kuwait. In the second position, there is Adam Januszek with 1
Here's Damien Cadillac
.91.
coming in for his second qualifying lap. Let's see if he can move himself up into at least the top 5.
Run over.
No times. Uh-oh.
Anyway,
Is he having a board issue? Either that or he's just upset with himself. Get it together, buddy. You got it. Lay your lap down. Damien Cadillac. See how he does on his second time. Nothing you can do about that chop. You just got to deal with it. Not let it take you down a bit, which is definitely slowing you down.
and ladies and gentlemen, if you are Instagram friends, no action also in
The times.
of MotoSurf World Cup account. So we recommend you to follow us because when we are not in your city, you can be still in touch with us.
I do not know how they fared in that practice time. I can tell you,
During MotoSurf
David
World
Kruka
Championship 2024.
from the Czech Republic and Jacob Kozan, also from Czech Republic, are up in the next qualifying practice for all the marbles. Here he goes. Is he taking his second lap now? All right, here you go. I think this is, no, this is a new rider. All right, let's see how this guy does. Looking good. Other than no sleeves, this whole outfit's blacked out. It's a bold move when you're out in the. He missed that buoy, my bad. Oh yeah, he missed the whole. He's just going straight in. Oh no, it's a different rider. My mistake. I need to get an eye on this dude's number. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is David Krčka and Jakub Kozoň.
That is Jacob Kazan right there, number 97. Here finished. He's about to go through the gates right now. Oh, did he miss a, might have missed a buoy there. Let's see how he does time-wise. All right, Jacob Kazan right here, finishing out his second lap. Last turn, through the finish. And now we have David Kirka coming through. Let's see how this lap does. Hopefully he laid down a good one that he'd be happy with at least. What's what you want, right? Somebody's always going to get beat, but, oh, there you go. There's a little bit of a mess. Helping the extra real estate he had to go over. So I was wrong. Jacob Kazan is just finishing his second lap now.
Look very funny when Jakub wants to make a sharp turn, but he is very skilled.
All right, Jacob Kazan is in first place in qualifying. Bar is in 14th. He wasn't even in this heat, so I'm not sure why we have him. Qualifying practice. Mike Michelides and Anthony Squire, a rider from the United States. All right, first up, we have Mike Michelides. Lead us.
This will be awesome and amazing watch together.
Very nice. Watch the turns. Watch how he doesn't dig the board in at all.
This is him, ladies and gentlemen.
And Anthony Squires hitting the course. Once again, taking that straight line right for the start-finish line. Back to Mike Michelides.
After this duel, we will continue with Bachara Sakyantor from
In the very bright outfit. You should definitely be able to recognize him. I wouldn't wear that just so everybody didn't see how bad I was doing. They'd be like, oh, there's a guy in the bright stuff all the way in the back. I'd be like, oh, darn it. Should have worn black like the other guy, so there you go. Moving into first, Mike Michelides. Anthony Squire right behind him, about to finish off his first lap. Let's see if he can take that lead away.
And here comes American Tornado.
Well,
Anthony Squire from
and into first, Anthony Squire. Oh no, Mike took it down after setting that fast lap. And it looks like he will not get another chance to better Anthony Squires in this practice.
Ladies and gentlemen, something went wrong with online timing. So I have just part of the whole bunch of information.
Here you go. I don't think Anthony's even finishing his lap. He just started adjusting his bindings there. So this definitely is not going to beat his first lap. And he gave up the little chicane section here. He's just going straight. So Anthony's definitely sticking with his first qualifier, first lap. Oh, he's going for his second lap now, so. It's called a rebel run. That's what we called it in freestyle motocross. So they're like, you're done, and you're like, no, I'm going to do another trick. Oh, we just got clobbered in the head by the buoy there. Looked like it kind of made him back. top there. But it's not really slowing him down. You just see him get a little squirrely. But he hasn't let off. Yeah, you got to double back a little bit. We got 2 more corners. Let's see. Flag on that board. That's what he needs to do. Imagine. That's what I would say if I had a bad qualifying time. I would just be like, I mean, he's in first, so I'm not saying that's what's going on with him. I'm just saying, personally, I would be like, my board's not running right. Just blame it on the board. Once again, I'm not saying that's what he's doing. Because he's already in first, okay? But he was like, I would have been in firster if my board wasn't messing up. Mike's back out here, finishing his 2nd qualifying lap. Team. Is it, or is this people from the next one? All right, so the next qualifier is Janice and down Kim.
Ladies and gentlemen, right at this moment you can watch from Thailand. And from Korea on the race track,
Vacharasaka is on screen right now. Jen Torn. Let's see, finishing his first lap. And here we go. Here's Down Kim from Korea. There you go. There's Down Kim from Korea. Now let's see how his time is.
Down Kim is one of the fastest Korean riders. He's very, very skilled. And I think,
moves himself into first place. Now we're watching Vacharasaka lay down his fast lap. Oh, save that one. Board popped up a little bit. Man, the chop is definitely getting bad. You can see them struggling more and more.
Very, very tough competition.
All right, here comes Down Kim. Let's see if he can better his first time. Which again, we're not going to be able to tell because we don't have actual times. We're just seeing position. But again, you want to try and make your lead as big as possible.
So it means something in between junior and adult. Those are rookies.
He's checking to see if he's got one more lap or not. All right. Adam Fisek and Dennis Duslik. Looks like it's Adam. He's not messing around, huh? And here it is, Dennis Dusilek from the Czech Republic. Both these guys are from the Czech Republic. We're watching Adam right now. Fisek in the stock R class. So these are rookies. It's like once you qualify so high in the combined points, are we like, you got to get out of the rookie class? All right, let's see. Coming around. Last 2 corners. Right corner through the finish. Let's see how he does. He was cooking, so I can't imagine. Oh, he's in 6th. Oh, right in front of us, he bobbles a little bit. Dennis Utsikt. Let's see if that bobble cost him or if he moves himself up into the top 5 there. And there you go, 4th place. A lot of rookies up towards the top there. That's good for them. All right, here we go, finishing his second. Who is in 7th? Hopefully he can better that time. He can move himself up into at least the top 5. There you go. Let's see. 4th place. Very good. Bettered his time. And here's Dennis back again. Let's see if he can better his time as well. Oh, definitely not. What happened there? That was an abrupt shutoff, huh? Let's see if it fires back up. Yeah, it fired back up. That was weird. And again, we're going to have to see if he gets another chance at it or that's the end of his qualifying.
Dokončit svoje druhé kvalifikační kolo v čase, které by bylo konkurenceschopné. Ladies and gentlemen, the last duel is right in front of us. It will be the duel between Fares Ramadan from Kuwait.
All right, so far qualifying, we got Down Kim, Anthony Squire, Mike Michelidas, Adam Fisek, Dennis Utsikt, Vacharasak Jantorn, and Jacob Kazan. He's checking his board out. So next up on course, we should have Fares Ramadan and Mi-Sung Kim. Mi-Sung is actually the defending world champion in the MotoSurf division. So we're looking for some heaters out here. Let's see who this is. Number 9. So this is Fares Ramadan from Kuwait. Once again, another guy that's probably used to warmer weather and water, I would assume. It is beautiful here. It's actually, I would say, perfect. Unless you like it really, really hot while you're in water. All right, and also hitting the course, Mi-Sung Kim. So this is going to be a fast heat, I would say. Let's see how Fares does. Now, Fares Ramadan has an R after his name, so I'm assuming he's in the rookie class. He does not look like a rookie. Look at that save. That was an impressive save. If you saw, the board bucked and he kind of like kicked himself straight and actually got the board back under him. That's experience. Let's see into 6th place, Perez. And now Mi-sung Kim coming up. Oh, he swung it wide, but then he carved it in so that he kind of hit the buoy with his chest and didn't have to sweep out wide. That's how you do it. Now let's see how the defending champion does. He does as a defending champion would and puts himself right into. Watch Perez's second lap. Very nice. Little dig, but he kept his momentum still. There you go. Crossing the finish. Can he move himself up? One position. Now, Mi-sung Kim coming through. Let's see if he can better his time. There's no need. You're already in the lead. Everybody is gone. I want to see a stopwatch just to see if he beats it just for the heck of it.
It's almost 2 seconds slower. And Mi-sung Kim is just incredible.
So, Mi-sung Kim beat the second place person in qualifying by almost 2 seconds. I just heard. So that's pretty impressive. That's definitely the guy to watch out for, and it makes you realize why he is the current world champion. Couple high fives. Good job, everyone. What do we got coming up next?
Ladies and gentlemen, this was the qualification practice.
Electric Challenge. We haven't seen the Electric Challenge qualification yet. I would assume that's what's coming up right now.
And we will continue.
Let's see.
Racing heats today. So you shouldn't go home.
Where did everybody go? They've got to get down here. The races are starting.
We will show you
That was just qualifier, people. Where'd you guys go? You're getting your...
categories.
Going on.
Elite, Masters, and also Electric Challenge group. And trust me if I say this will be super exciting and interesting show to watch.
Qualifying practice.
Part of this year's
We now have a technical briefing, and then we start back up with Women's Group A. And then we have Women's Group B. Same thing. 6 in qualifying. Then we have Heat 1 Elite. Long laps. Then Heat 1. All right, everybody, we are going to take a break for the riders meeting in there, the technical briefing, and then we are going to be back with our actual races. Like I said, we're going to start with women's Heat 1 and 2. There's going to be Group A and B, and then we go to the Elite Masters, Group A and B, and then the Electric Challenge. So we will be back with you guys shortly for the main events.